Election 2008, Guam's primary election. This is the Pacific News Center.
Welcome back to our continuing coverage of Election 2008, Guam's primary election. I'm Catherine Cruz Norton. Now, so far, 7 precincts have sent their ballot boxes to the University of Guam Fieldhouse. No tabulations have been made yet, but when they do, you'll find the results at pacificnewscenter.com. We'll be posting the numbers here throughout the night. Meanwhile, in our studios now, we've got Congresswoman Madeline Bordallo. Thank you so much for joining us this evening, and welcome home. We do want to go ahead and start by talking a little bit about how the Democratic National Convention went. Just back from the Democratic National Convention, how did that go? What was the historic event like?
Well, first let me thank you, Catherine, for having me on this evening. The convention was, I've attended many conventions over the years, but I think the one in Denver was probably one that will stay in my memory for many, many years to come. It was a historic moment. It was the first time a national party has ever endorsed a presidential candidate, an African American. And so that in itself was history in the making. There were, well, at the last evening there were about 85,000 people in attendance, and it was something you just could never explain, you know, tell anyone about the emotions that went on there, and all of the colorful speakers there were, and the entertainment, and the size of the stadium was tremendous. Wow. You know, we had gone from a smaller convention hall because of the crowds, and so it was really quite an exciting evening.
Absolutely. Now, back here on Guam, you spent the better part of the week doing a whole bunch of different things that you do when you do come back home. Tell us how you spent today.
Well, I got up very early and I had breakfast with some of my staffers, and then we went out. And you know, as the tradition is on Guam, you visit all the precincts. Of course, first I went to vote in Tamuning, which is my voting precinct, and then we went from village to village all through the south and up in Agate and Santa Rita, and all through the central part. Spent some time in Dededo. There are 3 precincts there. Sure. And then up to Jigo. So it was very exciting, and you know, I love these traditions, you know, where you go and visit and you shake hands with everyone, and of course you eat in every precinct. I think I've never eaten so much in a long time. But it was a lovely day. It was a little rainy in the afternoon, but I enjoyed it. It was great.
Okay, great. Now, in previous interviews that we've had with you, you talked a little bit about the issues and the things that you'd like to move forward as far as Guam initiatives are concerned in Washington, D.C. Tell me what the way forward looks like for your administration.
Well, I do have a lot on my plate, and of course, unfinished business. Probably my top priority is the war claims. I was successful in getting it through the House, the House of Representatives, with a 2/3 vote plus 8, and now it's been over in the Senate for over a year. So when I get back to Washington, my staff and I will be working on how we can get it back. It went out on the floor. We tried to get a fast-track vote on it, but some of the members, the opposition party, did not agree with it. And of course, anytime you can't get a unanimous vote, then it will stop dead in its tracks. So we're going to have to go through another procedure. But the war claims is very, very important to me. Okay. It's been far too long, and we must go forward. And then, of course, the other one is the military buildup. I want to see that our people are protected in every way. Workers, the environment, that our people of Guam will be able to enjoy some of this build, you know, especially the utilities will be upgraded. Everyone always says, will this build-up only be within the fence of the military fence? I said, oh no, our people of Guam will benefit from this.
Wonderful. Anything else you'd like to add as we wrap up the interview for tonight?
No, other than I'm looking forward to the results of the primary election. I think we're going over now to our party headquarters in Mighty, and we'll sit and wait until we see what the results are.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for joining us. Best of luck as you continue on the campaign trail, and we look forward to seeing you once again.
Thank you. And I do want to thank the people of Guam. I've been very humbled to be a part of this and to represent them in the nation's capital.
Okay.
Thank you, Catherine.
You're welcome. Thank you very much.